Okay, so now we're going to go about sewing the darts. So you want to start by pinning them. Now here's one already pinned. It's really helpful too if you have an iron. You could even iron out the crease first if you want. But I just kind of did it with my eyes again. I like eyeballing a lot of stuff. So I'm going to show you how to pin the dart. So let's go on the other side. So you want to fold it as accurately down the middle as you can. Okay, and go like this. So you have the footballs folded in half. So you have one half of like a crescent shape on either side. And now you want to stick a pin through one side of the line on the fold, and then turn it over and then see if it's coming up on the other side of the line. So it looks like it did, which is good. So now you want to come up with the pin and poke through back on the other side. So basically you want to hit the shape that you made, the line that you drew, with the pin on either side. That way you know that the dart is going to be sewn evenly on either side. So you want to do that along the whole dart line. And you might have to wiggle the fabric a little bit as you pin, because it might shift a little bit or the fold might not be exactly. So that's why sometimes ironing it is helpful, but if you're doing it on the fly, it's okay. So see how I'm poking through? On this side it's matching on the line, but on this side it's not. That's what you don't want. You want it to poke out on the line. So I have to push it down a little bit with my finger and just keep looking to see if it's poking. Now it's coming out on the line again. So that's what you want. I'm going to poke through. So that's why it's really important too to have the lines be super straight and clean, because it makes this a lot easier. Because imagine, now you understand, I guess, like if the line was jagged, this would be impossible. It would be such a pain, and now it's a lot easier. So let's, okay. Yay, so now with that we have it pinned, we could start sewing, which is it's gonna start to take shape now, the fabric. So this is like the exciting part. So let's put the machine on. You have everything threaded. Make sure there are no problems with your machine. Definitely. Okay. And now we're going to lay this under the needle. So basically you want to put the line right under the needle. You want to sew on the line exactly and follow the line that you drew. So it should be even on both sides, because that's the way that you pinned it. And if you ironed it beforehand, that'll set it in for you, so it'll make it easier to guide it through the machine. So now I'm going to rest the needle on the tip of your dart, on the dart line, and now I'm going to start. So you want to sew a little bit, and then you want to hit the backwards button and go back maybe like a stitch or two. You don't have to go crazy. And then just keep going down the line and take out a pin as you go. Usually you want to leave about like an inch or so before the next pin, so then you're not running into any pins, because that's a big pet peeve of mine. You don't want to break any needles or anything. So just keep on going. So right now I want to take out another pin. And it's good to have the tomato next to you, just in case. So you can take your time too. You don't have to go really fast if you're nervous about messing up the line or something. You know, just take your time. But I'm going a little faster because I'm pretty used to sewing these, so. Okay, but usually when you come up to the tip, this is kind of like the tricky part. So you want to just ease in a little bit, kind of slowly, then start to backtrack a little early on, and then go right off the edge of the fold, because that's how you're going to ensure you're going to have a really clean dart tip. If it's not, then when you open up the dart later on, I'm going to show you right now, if it's not sewn right, then you'll see a pucker, but hopefully we won't have one. So cut the tail off. You don't want to have any excess threads or anything. Tails like this is what you don't want to have. So you want to cut that off. Alright, so now we're going to turn it to the other side. This is like the big reveal. Oh my god. Okay, this looks pretty good. I mean, it's like a little bit of a pucker on this side, but not too shabby. So this isn't shaped to me. Obviously, this is really small. But you get the basic idea. So this is, you know, So this is like the shaping, see? Took the fit out, and this is like the side seam. So now you kind of understand like what the dart does. It performs like magical things. It's really great. So that's what you're going to do on the other side too. And, you know, iron out everything nice. And you want to do the same process for the back piece too. And then after that, you have all your lines drawn on here. So you would just have to pin the side seams together, the shoulder lines together, and sew those. You don't want to sew the armholes together because then you won't be able to stick your arm through. So remember that. Just when you go to pin the front and the back together, you just want to pin the tops together, which are the shoulders, and then the side seams. And then you'll have your shirt.